All right. I want to talk to you today about how you can improve your ability or your chances of getting your offer accepted. If you are in Southern California, as you know, the top properties are very competitive. For example, if you are in Orange County and you are in an exclusive neighborhood, most likely you're competing with investors. And so if you're a family, if you're a homeowner, if you're a first-time buyer, or you're a first-time mover into the neighborhood and you want to buy a home, you got to have a really competitive offer or that seller's not going to approve it. You're more than likely competing with cash buyers. And it's really hard in a hot market for the seller to want to entertain your offer. So, how do you improve your offer? How do you make your offer better? Well, good question. So, let's start with the most important factor that we've been talking about for the last 3 or 4 videos, your credit. When your offer gets turned in, that seller, if that agent that's representing that seller has any clue of how the world works, they're going to make you the buyer and your agent turn in a copy of your credit report to make sure that you are credit qualified. That is the first thing. So you're not going in a hot market that's very competitive and getting approved. They're not accepting your offer with a 680 credit score. It's just not going to happen. Okay? So don't even waste your time if you have a 640 credit score trying to buy a home in a very competitive market, because there's 5 other borrowers that want the same home that have a 700 score. So you better work. Number 1, meet with your lending man. That's the first thing. Number 2, you better work on getting that credit reports increased, getting that score up. And that's going through credit school with the lending man program to have us show you how to do that if you need some help. If you know how to do it on your own, great. Get rid of your collections, pay off all your debt, make your revolving balances no greater than 20%, and increase positive trade lines. This is how you make your score go up. Okay? If you don't have the score, forget it. You're wasting your time. You probably won't even get your offer looked at. Okay? In a competitive market, when you put your offer in, there might be 4 or 5 of them on the table. 5. And if I'm selling my home or I'm an agent representing the seller and I got 5 offers on the table, what are the 5 credit scores? That's the first one. Is there any cash buyers? Oh, there's 2 cash buyers. The 3 financing guys are getting put to the side. I'm not saying they're going to decline your offer, but they're going to look at the 2 cash buyers first. This is part of the problem in America, is a lot of foreign buyers and conglomerates are pooling money together, and so you and I, the consumers of the world, we're competing with bigger money. That's a real problem. So if we know going in that's a real problem, we need to do what we can to improve your situation so that if the 2 cash buyers don't work and the loan buyers come in and you're one of 3, you don't get kicked out of the 3 because your score is not as high as the other 2. And then lastly, obviously, more down payment. Showing more down payment is just as good as making down payment. You might be able to show on a $1 million house that you have $300,000 to put down. That's a pretty strong deal. If you combine that with a 740 credit score, hey, I'm putting 300 grand down, they know you're serious. Now, it doesn't mean when you get to the end that you have to put 300,000 down. If Lending Man makes your loan and we approve you for an 80% loan or even an 85 or 90% loan, you can keep the other $150,000 in your checking account. But on that offer, it said you had the 30% to put down. No one really looks at it at the end. A lot of cash buyers say, hey, I'm going in all cash, And then they secretly call me and they say, hey, lending man, I got approved. My offer got accepted, but I want you to get me a loan. I'd be like, okay, let's get started. Come over here. Go give me these things. We'll get you fixed right up. Okay? So I hope that answers your question. This is how you can improve your situation so your offer gets accepted. Who's your lending man?